MSMEs are the backbone of Indian economy, and therefore all the stakeholders, maybe government, financial institutions, even other industries are trying to, or you talk about industrial association like CIF, SME, and many other institutions are trying to ensure that the backbone of the Indian economy, which are called macro, small, and medium enterprises, should ensure that there is a sustainable growth in this sector. The reason being that we have a huge population. Every year we have to give employment to almost 10 to 15 crore youth. And the macro small enterprises can only provide this much of employment. They also produce 7,000 different type of products, and after agriculture sector, they are the largest employment creator. So various institutions are taking the new initiatives. We are seeing the emergence of microfinance company, fintech, even the banks are approaching to new places, trying to meet the demands of macro, small, and medium enterprises. Government has started Mudra loan by starting Mudra Bank. So various initiatives have been taken in last 10 years to ensure that there should be sustainable growth in the macro, small, and medium enterprises. Government has also ensured that global tender up to rupees 200 crores should be met only by the macro, small, and medium enterprises. Not only that, recently TRADE's platform, which was launched way back in 2015, a lot of focus has been given on trade, so that the working capital cycle should be reduced to a large extent. In continuation with that, as far as I am concerned, being the head of SME and a startup in Bombay Stock Exchange, we became the first stock exchange to launch SME platform way back in 13th March 2012. We found that most of the small and medium enterprises have got access to debt financing, but they have over leveraged their balance sheet, and therefore there is a lot of pressure on their balance sheet. We thought that we should provide them alternative route of funding, and therefore this SME platform was started by the stock exchanges. Through this stock exchange, the SMEs can raise equity funds, and this equity fund is different than the debt financing, because it didn't put pressure on the promoters to keep on servicing on month-to-month basis. Basically, the investors who are investing into these SMEs, they are investing with the simple reason that with these equity funds, the company will keep on growing, their profit will keep on going up, and therefore the value of the shares will keep on getting unlocked, the prices will keep on going up, and they will get return on this capital appreciation. And that's the reason for the investors to invest in this growing small and medium businesses. There are only 4 eligibility criteria. Number 1, the company or the firm needs to be in existence for a minimum period of 3 years. In any 1 year, they need to have a operating profit. Number 3, their net tangible assets should be minimum 1.5 crores. Number 4, they should have positive net worth. If any of the SME is meeting all these 4 eligibility criteria, then they are eligible to get listed on the SME platform. So we have kept the criteria very simple. Of course, there are many benefits which the SME can enjoy during the listing process. Number 1, of course, they can raise the equity funds by diluting 25% of their equity and get funds which they don't need to service on month-to-month basis. That's number 1. Number 2, this will help in making the balance sheet healthy, because the cash outflow will be less and the profit will be more. So their balance sheet becomes more healthy. And once their balance sheet becomes healthy, it will help them in unlocking the value of the company. Okay, whenever the balance sheet is healthy and as it keeps on growing, the value of the company also start getting unlocked onto the capital market, because it is being traded every day. Not only that, what happens that post-listing, the investors' perception also keep on changing. What happens that investors perceive that now the company is complying with all the rules and regulations of the stock exchange, and therefore now they are very much transparent. and it's good for them to invest in such companies which are listed in 30. So therefore, with this perception, investors start investing, and therefore the value of the company also start getting unlocked. So this is the third advantage. Fourth advantage is because these shares are being traded on the stock exchange on daily basis, and therefore the credibility of the visibility of the promoters also keep on growing. We have seen in all those companies which got listed onto the SME platform. Number 5 is, of course, you can retain your employees by giving them ESOPs. We have seen asset-light model companies, IT companies, when they get listed, their best persons they have kept with the companies, best of the employees they have been able to retain with their companies by giving them ESOPs, and as they were the assets to the company, because those companies which are asset light companies, their biggest assets are these employees, and therefore their biggest challenge is to retain these employees. And what these IT companies have done, they have given the ESOPs to these employees and able to retain them, and they have given huge returns to this company, and in turn they also get very good returns. Another benefit is that post-listing, of course, the equity of the promoters becomes currency, just like rupee or dollar, because these are being traded onto the stock exchange. Their valuation keeps on going up or down based on the profitability of the company and business of the company. Not only that, over the years, these shares becomes collateral in the hands of the promoters, and if they don't want to dilute further, they can pledge it with the banks or other financial institution, and they can take loan. So these are the various advantages, and I always keep on saying that perhaps in humankind this is the only product that has been discovered or invented which gives so much benefits to the promoters to take the company to the next level. As far as BSE is concerned, we have almost 2,800 companies listed. And when it comes to SME platform, we have almost 410 SMEs listed who have raised almost 4,550 crores rupees through the primary market. I'm not talking about the secondary market. Secondary market, they have raised another 1,500 crores. And the total value which they have created for themselves is almost 65,000 crores. So this much of the value has been unlocked by these SMEs. Not only that, we also give the option to the SME promoters that after 2 years of listing, if they want, they can migrate onto the main board of the stock exchange if their post-issue face value capital crosses 10 crores and market capitalization crosses 25 crores. So out of 410 companies which got listed on our SME platform, almost 158 SME have migrated to the main board, and they are in the process to become big companies. So overall, in last 10 and a half years, though the process was slow, now we are seeing the listing getting a huge momentum, and we are seeing a lot of SMEs coming forward to get themselves listed onto the stock exchange. I think that if there is a proper combination or a right combination between the equity and debt into the company, then only company can grow. They are two pillars of the same company. So yes, of course, one arm they have already used, one product they have already leveraged, which we call debt. Most of the companies, SME companies, have access to the bank loans. But the second one, they have still not leveraged, and that is equity. And let me tell you, it is the one product which can take the company to the next level. So I think, and I always keep on requesting the SME promoters to leverage this SME platform, BSE SME platform, so that they can take their company to the next level. India requires a lot of small and mid-cap companies so that we can take the country to double-digit GDP growth. We can become $5 trillion economy in another 2-3 years, and another $20 trillion in coming 10-15 years. If anything can contribute in this journey or in this evolution is the small and medium enterprises. And therefore, we all stakeholders, we are trying to ensure that these SMEs should get best of the services. They should have access to finance, they have access to technology in a very affordable manner so that they can take the company to the next level. I think with the whole combination of all these factors, no one can stop India in becoming $20 trillion economy another 15 years. So with these words, I thank a lot to Business Insider for giving me the opportunity to address you all.